Hey guys, welcome back to another series, rendition, episode, whatever you want to call it, of Vic's Flies. This one's going to be a little bit different. A little bit of story time with Vic. I'm going to put something in the vise real quick for you guys, just so you guys got something to look at. And when I start to explain it, you will get the idea. So, what we're going to do, we got the famous dog. This one's actually a good one. I don't know why I haven't used this guy yet. Alrighty, cool. Good old. I'll explain that too, guys. Let's throw some music on here and get started. Actually, I don't even think I need some music on this. I just want to talk real quick. So, what we got right here. So, for an example, this is more of like a Vic story time. More explanation for you guys. So, I went to the lake by me, the stock lake over here, and I was really hoping to get something, and I got trout on this before, and multiple people that have been at that lake have got trout on this before, and this is what I got my 9.91 big ass trout on. And so the line that I got it on, which is crazy, I'm going to show it. I literally have it taped to my kit right here, so excuse the... Actually, I'll just take it off because I can just put it back on. Is this right here? It's nylon tippet 7X, which is 2.3 pound. So it's literally really light. It's literally invisible to the fish. I mean, some people might argue, oh no, fluorocarbonate, but I mean, it's so light that obviously it works. So I always put that, I always like tape it on top of my kit right here, my little kit that I can put in my pocket. Always tape that on there. And then this right here, that Cryptochronic Cuddle Light. No, this is a little grasshopper mini jig. So what's exclusive about this is, for some reason, these stock trout at these lakes in Southern California will hit this. This is a Southern California thing. I didn't know about it. Obviously, you see those granules on there. What I do is I throw these in, especially because sometimes I use like a heavier rod. I don't use the lightest rod, even though I'm investing in, I already have that rod, so I'm investing in a lighter, like more specific trout rod now that I kind of know what I'm doing, per se. So I throw garlic salt on all my lures anyway. Just I don't know. I feel like it like preserves them better. It just keeps water out of it. They don't seem to rust, and then I feel like the fish hold on to them longer, even though that might be a misconception or something. But it keeps them from tasting plasticky, I guess you can say, and unnatural. So that's our grasshopper mini jig right there. I throw that on. I usually use pretty much a big leader. Yeah, you will definitely lose. Fish if you're not careful. One problem that I have is I tend to have a heavier drag, so I have to like overcompensate and make a really light drag. But anyway, that's your line. That's your mini jig right there. That will get you stocked fish all day, every day. Let's move on to the next one now. I'm literally going in from the most effective that I've seen to the least effective. Throw that boy back on here. We got a homeboy right here. Look at this fool. This right here, and I mean this here. This is the same exact thing, guys, but this is called the cricket. So that was a grasshopper pattern. This is a cricket. Very small hook, all the same dimensions. What I like about this one though is, let me get back to you. When everyone and their mama is throwing this one, which will happen, I have this cricket. So kind of letting the cat out of the bag. I every time that I've seen people being like, yo, I got one, it's on this grasshopper, and then the bite stops, and they're like, damn, what happened? They're right here. What happened? They're right here. You throw something like this and it'll start all over. They just need to see something different. And I mean, even in stock trout, like they only have one chance, one shot, one kill, and they get caught, but they get just, I don't even want to say like acclimated to it. It's just like they've seen it so much and like, I don't want that. And then they see something new and they're like, I'm down. It's like they're cheating on their girlfriend or something. So there's that one, little fool right here. Now I got another type of backup though. I got actually multiple backups. I'll use I'll go in the order that I use them the most. Now, this guy's when things getting crazy. I actually made these more of like a hookup bait. These have a heavy flat head right here. So these just come as a tube. I put the jig inside. These are a little bit heavier. They can cast a little farther and they work a little different, more like a hookup bait off the bottom. So that's another different presentation when everyone's throwing those kind of tube baits. Since I assembled this one myself, I know that no one's really throwing this. It's almost like an intermediate between the tube jig, little mini jig, and a hookup bait because it has that flat kind of minnow profile. It has a different tail, obviously all that stuff. I caught two really feisty trout off this one. Not this particular one, but this exact setup right here. Get that one out of there. Now let me show you a weird one that I also set up a little bit myself, but not so much. This one, it's a red hook, and it's got the same chartreuse and the white. This one is kind of like, I don't want to call it like a knockoff brand, but when nothing else is really working, or sometimes the opposite where like just everything's working, I'll throw this one. This is like what would you call that, like the court jester kind of. It's pink. It's just like, if it's a busy day and you have people throwing those grasshoppers all day every day, they're throwing yellows, they're throwing oranges, whatever. They might be throwing like mouse tails like this. I don't really like them that much. I use them. I never caught nothing on them. You throw something like this and just kind of make it weird, you might get something, man. This could totally work. I'm trying to remember if I caught a fish on this actually. I feel like I did. So yeah, so that's more of like the mini jig kind of tackle and like the hookup that I did. What I will tell you though, for a little cheat sheet, is sometimes I take these little split shots and I will stick them in. I will stick them inside the tubes to give them a little bit more oomph, kind of like double their weight. I don't know if that's exactly true, but to give them more oomph, give them more weight, and that gets them out there. It makes them sink fast, so I can get them in that fish's face faster, and then I get more bites, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for joining us on that little thing. That's a little bit different. Let me know if you like that kind of content, because I'll totally go over that kind of stuff. Like I said, you're not really going to miss nothing on Vix Flies here. So thank you for like, sharing, and subscribing. It's just the flow that I do my content. So I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Peace.